Have you ever pondered on the difference between knowing what's best for you and actually doing it? Maybe you're well aware that exercise is crucial for your health, yet find yourself repeatedly reaching for the dessert plate. Or perhaps you understand the significance of setting boundaries but struggle to say no when others make demands. If you're nodding along, don't be disheartened. You're not alone. This is a tale as old as humanity itself, but there's an often overlooked aspect of this story. You're not simply forgetting or ignoring your own advice. There's usually another culprit lurking in the shadows, whispering doubts, amplifying fears, and making the right choice feel like an uphill battle. It's a sneaky little gremlin called the emotional brain. Emotional brain hijacking your decisions. Your rational mind knows what's right, but your emotions are steering the wheel. How does wisdom step into this tug of war? Like a wise observer, it sees both sides of the battle clearly. It understands the pull of your emotions and the rational arguments of your mind. But most importantly, it provides the key to unlock the door where your true self resides. A place beyond the confines of these constant internal struggles. Now let's get started. You ever feel like despite knowing better, you keep finding yourself entangled in the same problems? Picture this, you're standing at a fork in the road. One path is well-trodden, comfortable, maybe even a little dangerous. The other is less traveled, promising growth, but also a fair share of uncertainty. The wise among us will recognize the signs, sensing that the familiar path leads to stagnation, while the untrodden one holds the potential for transformation. Yet the question remains, why do so many of us hesitate to walk the path of wisdom? It's here that the concept of the emotional brain comes into play. Our brain, that complex orchestra of neurons, has two primary sections: the logical cortex and the emotional limbic system. When it comes to decision-making, our cortex takes center stage. It weighs the pros and cons, assesses the risks and benefits, and paints a clear picture of the optimal choice. However, the limbic system isn't content with merely listening to this rational discourse. It wants to add its own voice to the mix. It highlights the comfort of the known, the potential pitfalls of the unfamiliar, and whispers anxieties that muddy the waters of our decision-making. The tug of war between these two cerebral sections is a constant feature of our daily lives. Let's take a simple example: deciding what to eat. Your cortex might dictate that a balanced meal with lean protein and vegetables is the best choice for your health. But your limbic system, it sings the siren song of ice cream, reminding you of happier times, simpler joys, and cozy feelings associated with that sweet treat. What tips the balance in favor of one choice over the other? Often it's not willpower, discipline, or even knowledge that determines our actions. It's wisdom. But hold on, what exactly is wisdom? We tend to associate wisdom with age, with the accumulation of years and experiences. But wisdom is more than just time-seasoned knowledge. It's a profound understanding born from careful observation, clear thinking, and a touch of introspection. It's that inner voice that cuts through the noise of our busy lives, reminding us of our core values, guiding us towards actions aligned with our deepest sense of self. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever found yourself questioning your capabilities, doubting your decisions, and fearing the unknown? You're not alone. These are universal human experiences that have plagued the greatest minds throughout history. Even Albert Einstein grappled with such doubts, famously saying, "I sometimes feel that I don't know anything at all." This sentiment resonates with us because it strips away the facade of confidence that we often present to the world. It reminds us that behind the accomplishments and achievements, there's a person just like you, navigating the complexities of life one step at a time. Wisdom steps into this arena of uncertainty, offering a beacon of clarity in the storm of confusion. It encourages us to confront our doubts head-on, not to ignore them or let them consume us. At its core, wisdom lies in recognizing that the journey of self-discovery is a continuous process. It's okay not to have all the answers. In fact, it's in the seeking and the grappling with life's complexities that we truly grow. So the next time you find yourself in a moment of uncertainty, embrace it. Use it as an opportunity to connect with your inner wisdom, to listen to that quiet voice that knows you better than you sometimes know yourself. Remember, you're not alone in this vast universe. Reach out, connect with others, learn from their experiences, and share your own. Together, you and I can navigate the uncertainties of life, drawing strength, and wisdom from our shared humanity. Wisdom doesn't promise easy answers. It offers a framework for seeking truth, encouraging us to question, to explore, and to reflect. It's in this process of questioning that we begin to peel back the layers of complexity, revealing the simplicity that often lies at the heart of our struggles. Imagine your life as a tapestry, each thread representing a different aspect of your being, your beliefs, experiences, emotions, and aspirations. Wisdom acts as the weaver, guiding your hands to create a masterpiece that reflects your true essence. It helps you identify which threads to hold dear, which ones to let go of, and how to weave them together in a pattern that reflects your unique design. However, the tapestry of life isn't static. It evolves with time, with experiences, and with growth. Wisdom understands this fluidity. It recognizes that the threads of your life story aren't meant to be held too tightly, that change is inevitable, and that adapting to it is part of the journey. It encourages you to loosen your grip, to be flexible, and to embrace the changes that life inevitably brings. This doesn't mean abandoning your core values or compromising on your principles. It means acknowledging that there's beauty in the unexpected, growth in challenges, and wisdom in understanding that life's tapestry is meant to be unfurled, not clutched too tightly. So the next time you find yourself contemplating life's complexities, remember the tapestry metaphor. Hold your beliefs and experiences gently, allowing them to contribute to the richness of your life's fabric. Be open to new threads, to fresh colors and patterns that life presents to you. Trust that the wisdom within you will guide your hands to create a tapestry that not only reflects your past, but also illuminates your path forward. When we talk about habits, it's essential to differentiate between the two extremes, good and bad. But what if I told you that this categorization might be overly simplistic? It may be more helpful to view habits as neutral tendencies, neither inherently good nor bad, but rather flexible tools that shape our daily lives. Some habits might serve us well in certain situations, while the same habits could become detrimental under different circumstances. For instance, a habit of deep focus can lead to incredible creative outputs when applied to a passion project. But it can also result in burnout if used while studying for an exam. So how do we discern when a seemingly good habit crosses over to the other side of the spectrum? It's here that wisdom plays a pivotal role. Wisdom doesn't judge the habit itself, but rather focuses on understanding the context, our intentions, our underlying emotions, and the potential consequences of our actions. Instead of asking, is this habit good or bad? Wisdom prompts us to ask deeper questions. What do I really want to achieve with this habit? How does it align with my core values? Am I pursuing this habit because it genuinely serves me, or because it's what I think I should be doing? These introspective questions allow us to examine our habits more closely, ensuring that they remain beneficial and don't veer into the realm of compulsion or detriment. Furthermore, wisdom doesn't advocate for rigid adherence to habits, recognizes the dynamic nature of our lives and the need for adaptability. A habit that works wonders in one phase of your life might not be as effective in another. Wisdom encourages regular reflection, asking, does this habit still serve me? Have my goals or values shifted? Am I willing to adjust this habit to better suit my current needs? This practice ensures that your habits remain intentional, not mindless repetitions that you're stuck in simply because you've always done them that way. Cultivating this kind of mindful awareness around our habits allows us to use them as allies rather than masters. They become tools that help us navigate life's complexities, enhance our well-being, and bring us closer to our truest selves. And when we approach our habits with this kind of wisdom, the line between good and bad blurs, leaving only a clear path towards a life that is more intentional, more fulfilling, and deeply our own. In the end, wisdom isn't about amassing a stockpile of facts or drowning in books. It's about a gentle unfolding, a deep listening, and a steady commitment to aligning our actions with our deepest sense of self. It's a journey, not a destination. And each step, no matter how small, brings you closer to a life that is richer, more meaningful, and profoundly free. As we wrap up today's discussion, I invite you to take a moment and reflect on your own experiences. Can you recall a time when you felt stuck, unable to break free from a pattern or belief that no longer served you? How did you navigate that situation? What insights or wisdom did you gain from it? Share your stories below, because in your experiences lie valuable lessons that can illuminate the path for others. And if you found value in this exploration, don't hesitate to hit that like button. Subscribe to our channel and share this video with someone who might also benefit from these insights. Together, let's continue to unravel the mysteries of wisdom and its transformative power in our lives. Thank you for joining me on this journey of discovery, and I look forward to seeing you in our next video.